What is going on, everyone? And welcome to another episode of Blind Refs Podcast. My name is Tony, and I'm kind of here with Nate, Isaac, Brian's chair, and Nick.
What up?
Wait, why did you get a new mic? Have you always had a snowball mic, Nick?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got it for like $20.
I have the white one.
I had the white one for a long time. I got it for like $60 and sold it for
It was too good of a deal not to have, you know?
like.
They're not bad.
Oops. No, I like my snowball mic. I didn't like that it was USB and it was harder to change all the gain and stuff like that. That was kind of a pain, but anyways. Today is going to be recapping week 1, picks for week 2. Week 2 is set up to be quite an interesting week. Games start in what, like 2 days? 3 days?
Thursday.
Friday, Kansas plays.
It's just
I don't know
Friday?
about them.
I think there's a Big Ten game on Thursday. I can't remember though.
Bum, 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 bum.
Let's-
As I'm looking at it, Thursday, Murray State versus Louisville.
Oh, ACC.
Wow.
Huge
Need it.
game for us.
So let's kind of format this since we don't really talk about it beforehand. Do we want to just get picks out of the way before we recap week 1, or do we want to just get right into week 1 and blow through our week 2 picks at the end? Let's just recap week 1.
Okay.
What do you think?
Um,
It would make sense to week 2 and then go into week 1 again.
No. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get.
It's been a long week 1 when you start on, like, literally, like, the Nebraska game was 5 days ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's what, Thursday to Monday?
Yeah. Like, that's a
Pretty
long
awesome.
week 1. Yeah, it's great. But, yeah.
I don't
It's a
know. I
long
think it
week.
was some good football.
Really good football.
Capped off last night with the big win.
I was just going to say that, and it capped off excellently. Like, you couldn't have asked for a better... Well, I mean, you could if you were a Clemson fan ask for a better result, but from a football fan standpoint, like, I loved it.
Dude, they were terrible.
Yeah. But that kind of leads me in, right? Is Duke really good? I think Duke played how they needed to play, right? They capitalized on the turnovers. And Clemson just, it looked like they didn't even have any fight at the end. The fact that dude was breaking those big runs. Like, I mean, he scored with 4 minutes left, broke that big run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like Clemson had zero fight left in them. Like, they just gave up and said, oh,
Why are
we're
you
done.
laughing, Isaac? You holding your breath when you're underwater? I just
Like
looked
when
at
he
you.
gets out, it splashes.
I thought you were holding your breath.
Oh, this freaking guy. What are you
It's actually kind
doing?
of cool.
Nothing. Yeah, so I was very shocked that Clemson got ran last night, but also they shot themselves in the foot many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
100%.
If I would have heard the pregame of Dabo Sweeney saying Garrett Riley's offense was Clemson's offense, I probably would have taken Duke last week.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
So,
know. I don't know if that's true, Isaac, because you said Duke wasn't going to win 5 games on a previous podcast. So I don't know if you'd have took them in first than number 19 in the country, because you didn't 3 weeks ago.
Brian, but I was just looking at your chin.
Yeah.
He's like Batman.
I mean, if I would have known that, I probably would have chose to take the spread at least. I mean, that's what we pick is the spreads, right? You
Yeah.
want to take money lines?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you said
I
you
would
would.
have chose the spread.
But, I mean, to be fair, like, I think there was surprises week 1, obviously. I mean, Nick was the only one that picked Duke, and I think you picked him to cover. You didn't necessarily pick him to win.
Originally, that was my my super big dog pick was
Was
gonna
it?
be them to win. Yeah. But then we moved it to 13.5, so I never. So we
Yeah.
didn't pick them.
Yeah. it's just like, I mean, it's the week of overreactions, right? You see it all over the media already. But are they all overreactions, or is it legitimate, right? Like, we do it every year where we're like, oh my God, this team's going to be so good. And then all of a sudden they win 2 more games the rest of the year. Or shoot, even Kansas.
Right.
Now, Kansas, what, last year? Yeah, it was last year, right? Like, they started out really great. They still had, 6 wins? Did they end up with 6 wins?
Yeah, they went to a bowl. They were like 8 wins, weren't they?
No.
They
Did they?
started 5-0 and then played TCU. They only won like 2 games after starting 5-0 or 1
Yeah.
game.
I think it was 1 game. I think
They
they
did-
ended it
they
with 6
essentially-
wins.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So, like, and it's not that Kansas all of a sudden got really bad, right?
They're 6 and 7.
Yeah. So, like, is Kansas...
So yeah, they were 1-6.
Was Kansas as good as we said? Granted, their quarterback got hurt. That influenced it too. But, like, week 1's a week of overreactions. Now, that being said, is all of it overreactions, right? Are some of these teams as good or as bad as they showed in week 1? Is Clemson that bad, or did they just not show up to play?
So are you mainly asking about Colorado?
No. This goes all the way back to Thursday with Nebraska. Right? And we don't have to start with Nebraska. No, and honestly, this comes from Brian and I having that conversation on Thursday with Nebraska. It's like, I did what Isaac said. I'm done with football. Screw football. Like, I don't want this. Like, I'm so done. I'm not going to watch a game the rest of the year. Like, I'm over it, right? Knee-jerk reactions. But we do it with everybody. Like, is I don't even know who else. Like, the SEC, how many games did they win with the SEC teams that played Power 5 teams, how many of them actually won? You know what I mean? Is the Pac-12 that good? Now, we all think the Pac-12 quarterbacks are really good, right? But, like, they started out 13-0 this year. How long? I mean, obviously, they're going to have to beat up on each other, right? I mean, conference play. But are they going to go through the whole preseason 13-0?
I think they're all going to go undefeated for the whole year.
Obviously. That's why I said, obviously, they get into conference play and they're going to beat up on each other. You know what I mean? But, like, it's just one of those things, like...
I think the Pac-12's good.
No, I mean, like, they are. But does Oregon win by 80 points against a Power 5 school?
No.
No. Exactly.
Portland State.
Did Oregon go on like an 80-0 run? I heard it was like
63-7, I think.
It was 8-7.
Yeah.
Well, I know the final score,
'cause,
but I think at one point it was 63-7.
Well, it was 8-7 was the closest it was.
Oh, it was 8-7?
Yeah, that was after both of their first.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. In the beginning, and then they didn't score again.
But they played 3 different quarterbacks. 6 different people had a rushing touchdown, so it's not like they were.
Brian, no, for real. Why are we staring at your chin?
My camera won't flip up. Sorry.
Oh. Can you move
It's a
down?
skid spot.
But
Just scoot down.
like,
It's like
That would be super uncomfortable in my chair. I'd just be like scrouched down.
Just like back your chair up.
this reminds me
Look
of
back there.
This reminds
Man,
me
you're really
of
packed in there.
Wilson. It's Wilson from what's that show? Tool
Yeah, that's
Time.
Oh,
Home Improvement.
well, I mean, it's the
Home
opposite.
Improvement.
The fence
I
didn't
know.
go to his nose. Like, it's the opposite.
Opposite of Wilson. Yeah.
but
You're the opposite of Wilson right now. It's weird.
so
I don't want anybody to see into his eyes.
he didn't do his hair before the podcast. So, okay. Yes, I will refer to Colorado. I'm not specifically saying Colorado.
Hey, let's not forget there was only one person on the podcast that picked him to cover this week.
Facts.
Yeah.
I won't. I mean, I won't
So
hide behind it, and I'm not going to
point was
backtrack
enough.
what I said originally. You know, I didn't think they were going to be good. I didn't think there'd be a cohesiveness. That's why, you know, again, it's those week one overreactions, right? We don't know. Nobody's played anybody else but who they played, right? Except for those people that played week 0.
Yeah.
Right? Those 7 games that happened week 0, right? USC still looks good. Their defense is still garbage, but they still look good.
Yes, Nate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Travis Hunter's the real deal. I think he showed that. That was pretty impressive to play that many snaps in over 100-degree weather.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like, I mean, I'm glad. I mean, again, he was a 5-star recruit. It's not like you're rated the number 1 recruit in the country for no reason.
Facts.
But also, he's. I mean, not every number 1 recruit does what he does.
And I'm not saying that they do. I'm just
I know, but
saying, like, it's not like he wasn't a talented person that all of a sudden just, like, became a talented person. Like, it's just now he's actually playing. Now he can actually say, hey, I can do Division 1, but it's been 1 game. Can he do that all year? I mean, just like we used to say, now it's slightly different, right? But just like when we were talking about how Bijan was going to have to take 50 snaps a game or 60 snaps a game in order for Texas to win or whatever, can he play 115 plays every single game against significantly better teams? USC, Utah, Oregon State are all better than TCU. They are.
I mean, maybe he's not practicing throughout the week, because I don't know how he can practice 4 days and then play a whole game.
I think he's taking
Both
tomorrow
sides.
off for one of the days of practice off this week, at least to rest.
It's crazy though. Yeah.
Did you see
probably
him
should.
jump roping his towel after the game? Like, that man has just like unlimited energy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
He said he could keep going. He could keep playing if they kept going.
Cocaine's amazing.
But
I'm gonna have to try that.
But I'll be interested to see, like, again, if they start out 6-0, 7-0, dude, I'm on board. You know, the only thing.
TCU's a bad team.
Yeah.
Like, defensively, they're not good. Their offensive was not clicking at all.
Man, who ranked them? Not me.
I think I ranked them where they
Almost-
are at, but, like,
Almost
everybody.
everybody but you.
Huh.
Like, no, like.
No, like, nationally, everybody but you.
Yeah.
Well, they're all wrong. Looks like I was
But-
right.
Well, you were wrong on LSU.
How overrated is LSU losing to a garbage team like Florida State?
No, Florida State's good.
Florida State is so good.
It's
That's
so
so
good. I
couldn't
put them in
imagine
my
not
national
ranking them in the
title,
top
dude.
10.
Like, I knew they were good.
You had LSU in the Final Four too, don't right?
Me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have Texas
I think
winning the
you
whole
forgot
damn
they
thing.
played week
Who
one.
could lose this week?
Hey, it's a quality
Good.
loss.
I mean, they got their ass kicked.
Who? LSU?
Yeah.
Yeah. Florida State
I
just looks
honestly
really
don't
good,
think
though.
LSU's bad, though. I still think they're going to be a good team. Like, they're
Yeah. They looked good.
Consistency
Florida State
winning
still looked
9, 10
good.
games.
Their defense is there. Offense, I think, looked okay. I mean, they didn't look obviously as good as Florida State's did, but like that was a good game. I mean, obviously, like it kind of fell apart towards the end, and like Florida State just seemingly like didn't have a problem. It looked like, but I mean, I wouldn't all of a sudden think LSU's boat sinking. Like
No,
they're
I mean,
still a very good team.
Nothing's really hurt. I mean, it's not a conference loss, so I mean they can still make their conference championship. They
Yep.
still have everything in front of them, and they lost week 1.
Yep. And I still think like Florida State is probably they're the best team right now in the ACC.
That team's
Obviously,
going to walk right through the ACC.
walk right through it.
Yep.
except for when they play Duke.
I don't know if they do.
Dude, I don't think Duke can match up.
I don't think they play Duke.
No, I think Florida State
No,
avoids
they.
everybody.
Are you sure? I think they do. Hold on.
They play Clemson.
They play October 21st at Florida State.
Yeah, I was gonna say Duke has like the toughest schedule this year. But as far as ACC,
Here, around the table.
hold on. Let me look. Duke's schedule. Where the heck? Why is it doing this?
Yeah,
So,
Notre Dame,
Notre
Florida
Dame,
State, Louisville, Wake Forest. They do. They
North
the only team they don't
Carolina,
is
at
Miami.
North Carolina, at Florida State, at Louisville.
Win.
That's freaking. Dude, more power to them if they do. Like, I like it.
It's a good win, dude. It's
But
tough.
we've been saying this for like what 2 years now since they made it to the playoffs and got beat by what was it, Ohio State 2 years ago?
Oh, Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of see a downturn, and that they weren't like it just didn't seem like they were the Clemson, the last decade. Yeah. Like their
I saw something. It was like Clemson has been unraveling ever since Dabo Swinney ranked Ohio State number 11 in his college football rankings, or something like that.
Do you see how far like the locker room is for Clemson to walk to the stadium at Duke? Like it's a long walk.
They put
I guess he like
houses in the way.
Yeah, well he complained about it, so Duke put like kid bounce houses the whole way.
That's awesome.
It's pretty funny.
That's good. Yeah, and
That's just Dabo though. Dabo just bitches about everything.
yeah, he seems to. He really
He
does.
said, like, I don't even know if he gave credit to Duke for winning last night. He just said, "Oh, this is one of the weirdest games."
And he said weird, like what?
Weirdest games.
Why is that weird? Is it weird because your team didn't play well? Like that's weird. Like
Yeah.
I
I agree with Isaac though. Like they didn't give the ball like to Will Shipley at all on the goal line. Like top 5 running back in the country, you're not gonna give him the ball.
Which doesn't make any sense. Like last year, TCU had no issues giving the ball to their running backs. Like
Will Shipley saved them a few games last year.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's one game early in the season where he just kept making plays. He made a big 4th down play where he was hit, and then extra effort. Who was it? Was it NC State maybe? I don't know. Someone like that.
Everyone last year.
Yeah.
Does this make Dabo go use the transfer portal at all?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if he has to. He's still getting top 10 recruiting classes.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're gonna need to in some of those skills. I think. I don't know, man. Like, and that's why, like, you look at what Colorado did get week 1. Impressive, right? Nobody thought they were going to come in. Obviously, the spread, and Isaac was the only one that picked them to cover the spread for that matter, right? So it does work, but not everybody has a 4-star top 100 recruit as a son to follow them, right? Not everybody has that where you're going to be able to get the number 1 transfer quarterback, the number 1 transfer athlete, wide receiver. Like, you can hit the portal, but it's like trying to strike gold. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And
the longevity is not there. Like, go ahead.
If you're Clemson, you probably have a really good chance of being that team that does get that, though.
Yeah, you probably have a chance of getting at least a couple, but you're still going against other teams that are trying to do it too. Everybody's gonna like hit the transfer portal hard this year. So honestly, I don't think either style's wrong, but for longevity, I think you still need complete talent development. Like you need that high school talent development for longevity because like as more and more people are going to utilize the portal, at a higher level, or at least attempt to use the portal at a higher level, it's just not going to be as feasible. Like, you're still going to have that talent development. Because, like, I question, like, what happens, Colorado, say they have to do that, next year you're going to lose Travis Hunter, you're going to lose Sanders, so what's his talent development for the next line? Is he going to rely on a transfer portal quarterback again? If that's fine if he is, right? But what happens if Deion leaves in 4 years? What happens to Colorado?
I mean, do we think that he'll be there in 4 years? I mean,
No.
I don't think so either.
It's going to be out of there very quickly.
Yeah. And did you see his contract and the way it's written up? His base contract, what do you guys, if you haven't seen it, what do you guys think his base contract is? Like, yearly base without incentives?
2.5.
No.
$500,000.
6.
That's cheating. It's $500,000 base contract. So it's worth nearly $30 million, but it's all incentives. Like, now some of them are pretty easy to get, like student athlete development and stuff like that. But like, and that's like worth like 1 point something million and all that crap. But it's also how his buyout goes down. It goes down by like 3 to 4 million a year. So like right now it's like at 15 million. Next year it goes down to like 12, and then the next year, or maybe it goes, I can't remember. It drops dramatically versus staying high or going even higher or whatever. Like it drops huge. But so if he does end up leaving, the buyout's not huge. Be really easy.
I'm not sure where he'd go, like conference-wise. Big Ten, SEC. I mean,
Well, it's either them two.
I mean,
why is it just them two?
I mean, the ACC's still relevant
Yeah.
for another
For now.
couple of years.
Notre Dame. Marcus Freeman gets fired. Deion to Notre Dame.
No, Notre Dame would not go for that.
No.
Ohio State.
Now I'm calling Alabama. He's going to take over Saban. Aflac commercials.
That would be absolutely wild.
Yeah, they probably don't want Dabo anymore.
No.
Saban's going to vouch for him, and Deion Sanders is going to take over for him.
Just because they
Maybe.
do Geico, or
Aflac.
Geico commercials.
Because they do,
Aflac,
yeah,
whatever.
Aflac.
Yeah, they like each other.
You think
Maybe.
Saban really likes that? Deion seems like the type of player that Saban would hate to coach.
Because he won't listen.
Because he just
I'm
does
prime
whatever.
time, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't hate Deion, but it is annoying how the country is taking this.
Fox was so bad watching it on Saturday.
Oh, dude. Like, it was one thing hearing about it the whole game, but then to go to commercial and then see his face 30 times too, I was like, bro, listen.
It was on the Texas game we were watching, and Xavier Worthy ran a route, and they're like, Deion would like his foot skills, like out of nowhere.
Oh, dude,
like,
it was just even like last night's game. Like, all they talked about was Colorado. Like, and I was told Brian I was going to go off. Like, I get that Nebraska's about to play Colorado, right? But listen to a Nebraska press conference right now. It has nothing to do, like the whole press conference has nothing to do with our guys. Not a damn thing. They ask them what do they think about how good Colorado players are? That's all they're asking them. What do you think about their skill positions? What do you think about how many yards they put up? How do you feel? It's like,
if Colorado was to lose to TCU, none of this would be blown up. Like,
No.
there wouldn't be like.
It wouldn't even
like,
matter if they put up
Deion-
500 yards. Like, it
No,
wouldn't
there
matter.
wouldn't be like, do you think they'd say, "Oh, Deion can't do it" if he lost? No, they would not say that.
No.
But since he won, they're like, "Oh, he can coach anywhere and he can do, you know."
Yeah.
Like,
It's just, and that's why, like, again, circling all the way back to week 1 overreactions. Like, the country is going crazy. Props to Deion. Again, if he wins 7 games this year, and a couple of those games he shouldn't win, like the Oregon, like the Utah, like the USC, like he wins 2 or 3, 2 of those, I'm in. I get it. Like
I don't know if he can get to 6. Like that's gonna be tough.
But like, legit, like Oregon, USC, Arizona State. I feel like after watching them, like they probably match up good against Arizona State. That's probably
how many games did Colorado win last year? 1.
1.
So I mean, he's already met that.
Yeah. You know, Stanford, UCLA is going to be a tough game. Oregon State, tough game.
At least 3 wins there. I mean, I think he'll beat Stanford, and I think they'll beat
Arizona State. Yeah, for sure. And Colorado State, he's got 4 already.
Yeah,
Just
Washington State.
Who?
Washington State, yeah, probably. So there's 5. But even Arizona's going to be a tough game. Utah, UCLA, USC.
I don't think Arizona will be a tough game either. I think they're going to.
That really stinks because we counted Colorado as a win for Arizona for our futures.
Yeah.
Hey, they can still win.
I do. I still think Arizona has a chance.
I think Arizona's better than Colorado. I'm not gonna jump on this bandwagon of like they're like just a team full of like great players.
No, I mean they still gave up 500 yards.
I mean they caught TCU, who lost what? They
I
lost so many players.
I think that's a bad argument, Tony. I think that's a bad argument.
How is that a bad argument?
Pac-12 teams are literally made up of offense and okay defense. Like USC literally gives up hundreds.
And we've been saying they got a bad defense.
Right. So why would that be an argument for them not getting any good? You just saw their quarterback throw for over 500 yards in his first FBS game.
Against a team in a conference, or a team that went to the college football playoff with like the 97th ranked defense and only returned 3 starters.
20-point underdogs. Literally nobody.
I understand that's good. I understand that's a quality win for them. But I'm not gonna just say, "Holy cow, they're a top 10 team in the country now." Like I'm not jumping on that.
I'm not saying that either. Like you don't have to say that, but you can respect that they're a good team. Like they came
Well, what's
out
good? But that's where you have to like separate good from great, good from average, good from okay, good from below average. What I mean, you got to understand or your spectrum of what good is. It might be a different spectrum from me. Quality team versus good team versus great team. I think they're a solid team. I'm not going to put them up there with, some of the best teams in the country. Yet, do they have the talent there? Sure, but I haven't seen enough from them. That's why I said if they win 6 games this year, again, I'm on board. If they start out 3-0, go into Oregon and beat Oregon, I might be like, okay.
As I say, we'll see week 4, really.
Yep. If they go into Allison Stadium and beat Oregon, all right. Like, that being said, I'm not saying like Nebraska's going to go in there and beat the bricks off of them. I just said they could go into Oregon 3-0. So like, but again, like, I'm not saying Duke's going to walk through the ACC. Like, I'm not saying that. Like, it's just.
I'd be interested to see Colorado play Utah. I mean, that's like the best defense in the Pac-12. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Oregon in the points all day, even if Colorado's 3-0. Like Oregon's gonna kick the shit out of them in Eugene.
Yeah.
Burr, burr, burr.
I don't know if that's a burn. Oregon has literally so much talent at running back, and unless Colorado figures out how to plug some holes, they're going to have 200 yards in the first half. Rushing.
Yeah,
200 yards in the first half of the
rushing.
Any other week 1 takes here? No, Texas State got a big win.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had to bring that one up.
Well, it's one of our teams.
Yeah.
See, Wyoming was getting votes to be ranked this week just for beating Texas Tech.
Oh, the overrated Texas Tech team.
Yeah. I was surprised. I didn't watch, I watched, because that game was delayed a while, right? I don't remember how long. Did they start and then get delayed? I can't remember. I started watching it at some point. But,
It was a great late night game, though.
I didn't really watch much of it, and then, the next day I was like, wait a second. Did Wyoming win that game? And then I went back and I was like, holy crap, they did.
Yeah. Texas Tech came out, scored 17 points in the first quarter, scored 16 for the rest of the game.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, Isaac just pieced out.
Pissed him off.
I might have.
That's all right. It's a healthy debate.
Texas Tech.
Week 1 overreaction.
No, that was my reaction for the whole offseason with them.
I didn't rank them. I don't know who else ranked. I think Isaac did for sure.
I might have. No, they were the team that I literally redid my top 25 to rank them at 25 and then forgot to rank them.
Nice. Good
I
choice.
ranked him 25.
Brian, did you rank them, Brian? Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I clicked onto my messages and it switched me over to the podcast Facebook page, and then
Yeah, because we got we had a comment on there.
Oh.
yeah.
It was Caddy saying,
Actually, I was so upset because Texas Tech lost, I left.
After we ragged on Nate about how bad of a pick that was for like half the podcast, and then it ended up being
yeah, trap game Oregon. No, they don't listen. They're going to Wyoming. Night game.
Somebody should have talked about the trap game Texas Tech or Texas State.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nate, are you a Wyoming guy now, or are you still Baylor guy?
Well, funny story is I was just Wyoming for 4 years, head coach.
So you're a
On a
Wyoming guy.
video game, let's be specific.
Confirmed Wyoming fan.
Oh no, people really think that.
They might.
I had a kid from
Confirmed.
Kozar, Nebraska, win the Heisman.
Kozar? You mean Kozad?
Whatever.
Yeah, goes that. Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
No.
Not exactly.
We got three predictions on our page about Nebraska Colorado game.
Oh, really? I deleted all my apps
Social
off my
media.
phone. Social
If you
media.
guys could actually hit your Superdog picks, then we can get that golf course going.
Yeah. I'm just ready to hit the regular parlay before we get to the Superdog parlay.
I hit both mine.
I have
hit
both
both
mine.
mine.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I had BYU under 10
San
in
Jose
the
State.
first half.
We got
Yeah.
3.
Fuck it.
I'm 2-0 parlays. So
Same.
Isaac.
I don't think I've hit one yet.
No, so another
Yeah,
reason
that's
why
funny.
I'm not a big Colorado guy right now either, because Colorado cost me some money. So
No,
So
TCU
nine-
cost you money. TCU cost you money.
I had a 9-leg parlay, and all I needed was TCU to win the game.
Yeah,
Missed
TCU cost you the money.
$125. But then on my 12-leg parlay, I missed 2 games. One was TCU, and the other one was the Miamis with the overs. I was 3 points shy. That was $1,900.
Jeez.
I went 23-11 on picks this week.
Yeah, you might need to switch your strategy up.
Yeah. Might just do $5 for every game.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, you're in a bounce house.
Ball pit. I don't know where balls are at.
Yeah, keep going.
I was gonna say, whoa, my guy, whoa.
Weird.
Some predictions for the Nebraska game. We got Christopher David on our page saying 31-17 Colorado.
Nice.
Whoa.
Matt Rumbaugh says 31-10 Colorado. And then
Jeez.
Taka, Jared Cabby, he says take the unders in Colorado by 10. So,
If Colorado
Everyone's
wins
comfortable.
by 10, I would take the overs, I think.
This is a big week for you, Isaac. What did you say about Colorado and Nebraska earlier in the offseason?
Yep. Nebraska has to win by 10.
Yeah, win by
oh
30.
man, I
Oh,
forgot about
score
that.
30.
So,
Hey, well that defense is bad.
Our offense is bad.
Yeah.
Jeff Sims is not the guy, huh?
Well, Well, anyways,
Still got a chance.
so
Time.
does anybody else have anything? Isaac, do our parlay standings.
Oh, parlay standings. Got it.
Yeah,
Not
you're
really
in charge of
standings,
that.
just records.
What are records?
We could keep. We didn't even talk about the Nebraska-Minnesota game.
Oh yeah, we didn't even touch on that.
Oh, we haven't talked about that. We haven't had a podcast since then.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's been 5 days.
It's all right. I'll do these records. And then we can talk about it.
14th was it the 14th one loss or one possession game loss now for them, whatever it is. Some weird
Nebraska?
stat. Yeah.
No, 14th. It's like
Maybe in the last 3 years.
it's like 26.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
We're like 26
Well,
and 2.
12.
I thought it was 14. Yeah, because Texas was 10.
14 straight,
They're-
maybe.
It may be 14 straight. No,
No, because
that
Michigan
could be.
last year.
Yeah, I can't be straight. You guys didn't lose 14 years in a row.
That's true.
I don't know what stat it was.
Hold on, let me look.
They put it right up on the screen right after the game.
Yeah, it said like 23 and 2 and
Most Nebraska fans just shut it off.
Yeah.
That was a great catch, though. There's a lot of good catches this in week 1. That Cooper Cup fella from Texas State had nice. Doesn't even wear gloves.
You
He's
say
looking
Cooper Cup?
he called him that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a tweet that said, "This mother effing Cooper Cup guy just tearing us up."
Dude, he was catching
Everything.
everything one-handed, no gloves. Like Moises Aluing it.
Just
Yeah.
raw dogging it.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Dude, he was
Baylor had a
catching.
really good catch the second play of the game, and then that was about it.
That was the only highlight.
That was it.
So crazy.
Nate was in high spirits still.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
I mean, the positive thing is 7 more home games. So
I don't think that matters anymore. We can't beat Texas State, man. Our quarterback's out 3 to 4 weeks.
Since 2021, Nick, we're 2 and 14 in 1-score losses or 1-score games.
I know they're like number 1, like 4, like Texas was like 4th on the list. I was like, oh, that's cool. Nate, you know what's good about Baylor losing and probably going 0-2?
Yeah, ticket prices go down, man.
Heck yeah, when we go in 4 weeks.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know when this started, but Nebraska has now with the Minnesota game has 23 1-score losses. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Great stat.
23.
Well,
love it.
eventually,
More stats about
eventually they'll turn that around, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't know, man.
I thought this was the year.
Oh, game 1. Game 1, you can't fumble that ball.
I
You also-
for sure
you
thought we were
also-
winning.
You also can't stare down your receivers. Like, oh my god, like he might as well just be yelling out who he's throwing to.
I don't know. That
Can't
guy's seeing
drop
two
it.
different. He's seeing 2 different directions. Is he really
You can't
staring
drop
down
an
the-
interception in the end zone. You can't fumble the
Yeah.
ball. You can't throw 3 interceptions.
Just take the points probably at the end of the half.
Yeah.
No, I just no. I mean, you had time for a play there.
Not that play.
No, I
Not-
mean,
definitely
Any
not.
play but that one. Or running
Yeah, I don't know
it.
why they.
Or running
I
it
don't know
like
why
Tony
they tried to
said.
make him a pocket passer by the red zone. That didn't make any sense to me.
he did run the ball a lot too.
Why don't they just
Like,
roll
he
him?
took-
They
he-
just rolled him out.
He took a lot of
Yeah,
hits.
RPO.
Yeah.
Can't believe
You
he
guys
kept
think he's
getting
gonna
up.
the season?
I don't know. He's kind of a big dude, 6'4", 235. He's kind of big.
He is a big dude. Probably should switch positions.
I think they're gonna switch Harburg to tight end next season.
They should just do it now. He's the only guy that can catch the ball.
To be
Is that the
fair,
backup quarterback, number
Yeah.
10?
yeah, but he's a 4.5 40 guy. Like the dude's.
I think he's third string. I don't think he's a backup.
No, he's second
was-
string. He's
He's
a,
not
he's
really.
ahead of
I thought
Purdy.
Purdy was second.
Nah,
Oh,
Purdy's
goodness.
third.
Why are we throwing him out there then?
I don't
So
know
he can get hurt.
because I think he's gonna they're gonna switch him, but he's fast and he's like Harburg's big too. I think Harburg's like 6'2", 6'3", 220.
He's 6'5".
Is he really 6'5"?
Yeah, he's huge.
I would look, but for some reason my internet browser's frozen now, and I'm afraid to hit Alt F4 because I don't know what it's gonna close.
I think we know.
You did everything that Nate told you to do today. That's why your browser froze.
That's right.
My takeaways from the game. My takeaways from after the game. Same mistakes. The sky is not falling. People on social media think that people think the sky is falling, but when it's actually not, so they're just making it a bigger deal than it really is.
I saw one gay Facebook status was like, "I hate sports." I don't know who.
Did you say what? What did you say? Did you say
guy or what? Okay.
You did not say guy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I did not hear that.
Is anybody else? Is Nick's camera frozen for anybody else?
No.
Okay.
He's a bobblehead right now.
Oh, apparently I got to do that.
Fun fact, Nate. That was the least extreme post that I saw on social media in the last 5 days.
Do you have any for us, Isaac?
I'm reloading page. Hold on. Okay, guys, I gotta start a new call. Well, while I'm sitting here waiting for them to join the call, hopefully, as we try to figure this out, give me a second. Okay, so give me 1 second. Why did it do that? Okay, I don't know what just happened, but I'm back.
Are we live?
Oh yeah, we're live, but something with the call freak out. So, anyways, what'd I miss?
I was just waiting for your picture.
You just look really mad. I was trying to take a picture of you. But...
Oh.
Oh, I wish I could find the post of it. So, the tweet that I sent you guys from that one guy whose Twitter name was Anthony Grant for Heisman absolutely just blew up and deleted his Twitter for a couple days.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's back on the internet though.
I actually listen to the radio. I don't listen to the radio a lot. Not my thing. But I was listening today, and it was kind of funny because I feel like they have the same sentiment. Like, relax, people. Like, if we're still winless halfway through the season, okay, maybe we should be a little concerned. But at the same time, nobody came out and said, hey, guys, guess what? We're going to win 6, 7, 8 games this year. They said we have the possibility to win 6, 7, 8 games this year. Nobody said we were going to. Nobody was telling you we were going to go to a conference championship. Y'all made that up in your head because you drink all the damn Kool-Aid in the world. Like, what? Well, relax.
Yeah, I don't know why people are making such a big deal about it. I've seen more posts about people complaining about people think the sky is falling than I have seen people complaining about the sky falling.
Oh, not me.
Oh, really? You've seen people.
That's why I deleted Twitter.
Jeez, I must follow the wrong people.
It's more like people reacting to people, I guess, like you were saying, but at the same time, like, then it just creates this long thread of then, what do you mean, blah, blah, blah. Like, I even was watching the press conference, and all everybody said was, figure it out, run the damn ball. And then you got Colorado fans that come in and troll, and it just makes it even worse. And I'm like, the toxicity is unreal. I'm done with it. Like,
oh, I hate it.
The toxicity is so bad. Like,
you haven't grown numb to it yet, huh?
I just don't want, I don't need negativity in my life. Like, and of course the algorithm on Twitter is so ridiculous that, like, you can't get away from it. Like, you can't. You can mute X, whatever.
X.
Yeah, X. You can't get away from it. Like,
yeah, why don't you get it right?
No matter how many different, like, I can search for 70 million other different things, and my algorithm is still going to say, hey, by the way,
Nebraska lost.
Did you see this? or all I get is how great Colorado is, and I don't want to see any of that. So like,
That's everywhere. Like that's.
I know, but it's literally everywhere, and I'm like, I'm just done with it. Like I told Brian, I'm probably gonna be off of social media for probably the next 2 weeks because unless Nebraska wins, like all you're gonna hear about is for another week, and then actually probably 2 more weeks because then they play Colorado State, and that should be a win. So then you got to wait till they play Oregon, and then it's going to be once they play Oregon, I won't see anything more about Nebraska, and I'll be okay.
I think we should just root for Colorado State, and then really.
Dude, that would be.
That's hilarious.
Let's go to that game.
Yeah, let's go. Mile High Stadium.
Colorado State. Yeah, it probably is Mile High.
It always is.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. I don't know how Dion trains, but like, oh yeah, I used to play here.
He never played there though, technically.
I know.
Technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
don't know how good Colorado State is, anyways.
Probably not good. Probably not.
They just got smoked by Washington State last weekend.
Yeah, so let's just say not good. But we'll see, I guess.
Can't wait.
I assume Nate would have more to say since he's a big fan of Dion.
It's trash. He's not even good. You see the guy that says, "Oh, you're not a believer," so that was me in the press conference.
Do you think Baylor would take Deion Sanders once they fire? I don't remember his name. Baylor.
I saw another tweet that said, "I don't care. Give him the silo. Get Dion here." So.
You would hate that. Actually,
Yeah,
no. You would love it. You would love it. You would love Dion. You'd say you never hated Dion.
Yeah, he would completely backtrack and flip like that. Dude, Dion's changing the culture. He's
100%.
yeah, 150.
Dion would bring that Art Brow swag back.
I mean, you said you hated. You always hated LeBron.
He'd bring our Bryles back. He'd bring our
True.
Bryles. Well, tickets are $160 for Colorado State. They're not playing in Mile High. They're actually playing at Colorado State.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
that's weird.
Usually they play
Yeah.
at Mile High. Interesting.
$160. Ugh.
But it's funny though is like Colorado fans now because like so I kept seeing posts and reposts by like Colorado fans about from other podcasts from other like Pac-12 schools, like a Utah podcast. They're like, this is why everybody hates Utah fans or whatever. I was like, y'all haven't even got into the Oregon. Just wait. Oregon fans are bad. So get ready. Like,
So that's like that everywhere with Utah fans, apparently, because even with Baylor fans right now, they're having troubles on Twitter with just bad Utah fans.
really?
Yeah, like a Utah guy posted the fire from Waco, the Colt, and said Happy Baylor Day or Happy Baylor Week.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so maybe they are bad. I don't know. I've never like interacted with
Yeah,
Utah
right.
fans.
And then, like, even Utah fans were getting on there, like, you gotta delete this. This is not who we are. This is why people hate us. Like, and that was it. It was all Utah fans saying, like, you are the reason why people hate us.
We should go to the Holy War. That'd be a good game to go to. BYU, Utah.
Yeah, where's that at this year?
I'm talking about next year when they're conference rivals.
Oh, yeah.
So how accurate do you think the ESPN matchup predictor is in games? Like how often do you think that's right?
Never.
Well, I wrote down ours from our dogs last week.
Super Dogs.
Old Dominion was 85% chance to lose. Yukon 84, Boise 74, Wyoming 82, Coastal 86. I mean, Boise had the least. I mean, there was only 70% chance to lose, and I think they got killed more than any of the other teams, right? Like I think Isaac's. What Old Dominion do?
Lost by a lot.
Yeah.
Yukon was 14 or 10. Sorry.
Coastal was 14.
Okay, actually, I did write that
Old
down.
Dominion lost by 19.
Yeah, 19. Yeah. And Boise lost by 37.
Holy smokes! Yeah, I forgot about that game.
That was
Michael Pace
competitive
just-
for a little bit.
Michael Pace is just. I mean, every deep ball he threw was a touchdown.
Yeah, they're just like, go deep.
Gonna stop him. What else? What else we got? Unless you guys want to talk about Minnesota more.
No,
I
good.
don't really got a
Oh,
lot.
I
I mean,
would say-
I'll say, like, you look at the negatives on the offense. Like, you know, obviously Sims' passes were a little flat. You know, I don't know. I think there's adjustments overall. I think it goes for every team, right? Unless they run like a hurry up type offense with the new play clock and play clock and how all that is. Like they're talking about how teams are getting like 30 to 40 snaps or whatever less per game. I mean, you saw what Chip Kelly said too. He was like, "Oh yeah, 3 possessions in the first half. Hope you guys are making a lot of money off the ads." I was like, "Oh, shots. Gotta love Chip." But you know, and again, week 1, what do you know about Minnesota? You know, like, are they a good offensive team? Are they not a good offensive team? You know, we don't know, right? We don't really know.
I don't think Minnesota knows. I don't think they know what they want to do because they're not that running team anymore.
Right.
They got some pretty good wide receivers, though.
They
They
do.
didn't have one of their best ones.
I mean, but
I
we
still
kept
think
them
they're
to
trying to find their identity.
we kept them to 55 yards rushing. So I mean, I'll take that from a 3-3-5 defense. You know what I mean? Everybody was wondering what we were going to do against the run. Again, they don't have Muhammad Ibrahim. You know, they don't have that stable of backs that they've had before. But like, you know, keeping any team to 55 yards rushing is pretty good. You know, and only 196 yards passing. I think we averaged giving up it's not 200. Was it 268 yards passing or something like that? I think it's something like that last year. So keeping a guy under 200 yards passing for the first time in a while. I mean, you would have liked to see maybe more turnovers from that aspect. Maybe they get, you know, some picks out of that, and some more QB pressure. You know, they were getting close, but they weren't finishing the sack. You know, getting to the sacks. You know, the sacks we had were coverage sacks, not true sacks. Like, you know, not just getting there and getting it done. So I'd like to see that more. You know, and obviously the offense, I would like to see. I don't know. They got to figure that out. You know, somebody's gonna have to step up because I think Minnesota took away Billy Kemp from us, and they plan on taking Billy Kemp from us because they were only worried about Billy Kemp. So somebody's gonna have to step up. You know, Marcus Washington's supposed to be 100% this week, so hopefully, you know, he can help alleviate the pressure off of Billy Kemp. And then utilizing the tight ends. TCU was able to utilize their tight ends quite a bit against Colorado, so hopefully they find a way to do that this game. And do that. But I think there was definitely some positives to that team. I mean, they didn't look tired in the second half like you normally see from our guys, like just absolutely gasping for air, and, you know, like they looked ready to play on specifically on defense. Like there was no give up in them necessarily. So I like seeing that. I just, you know, obviously I wish the outcome was different, but it was a solid game overall. Emily came in, she was like, "Oh, what a boring game, 7-3." I was like, "Bro, that's amazing." Like, I'm still a defense guy, and I heard that on the radio too. And give credit to them, and I wish I freaking paid attention to what I was listening to a little bit more. But they were talking about how, as a total fan base nationwide, like, a team can come out and put up 600 yards, you know, whatever, something crazy, right? And have a god-awful defense. And we'll still be like, that team's extremely good. And then we could have another team come out and only allow 75 yards a total game and 3 points, but their offense isn't great, and we'll be like, oh, they're not very good. We're such an offensive-minded viewership anymore than the defensive-minded. And I've always loved defense. Like, it's always been my thing. I've always wanted to see a good defense. Yeah, you want to win, so you need to score points at the end of the day. But, like, as much as I give Iowa crap for, going a whole game without scoring a single offensive touchdown, bro, and you won, like, I'm still here for it. Like, that's still, as a fan of my team, I would love my team to be that good on defense.
Yeah, but you also got to remember that naturally, if your team scores a lot of points, you give them more possessions to score points, so your defense isn't going to be as good. I mean, statistically.
Well, I mean, that's the argument you can make for having a really bad defense, but, like, if you just had a really good defense, like, your offense is going to get a lot more possessions, too. So, like, the argument goes both ways, but...
Well, I mean, you're going to be more gassed. I mean, that's just natural. Like, if your defense is only on the field, or your offense is only on the field for 5 plays, and your defense is back out there.
Right, which is what Oregon's problem was in that mid-2000s, like the...
I'm not just talking about Oregon. I'm
Oh,
talking
I know,
about
but that's what Oregon's thing was, though. Like, they were literally scoring a play, like, every, 16 seconds, or scoring every 16 seconds, so, like, their defense was literally on the field. I mean, that argument can't be made. However, I still like defense. That's the argument I'm making. As a viewership, like, my viewership standpoint, I still like defense. I guess I don't know what point you were trying to make, Ryan.
He's saying your defense gets worn out by scoring quick.
And I get that. The only point I was trying
I'm just saying you can have a good defense and still give up points if you have a fast-paced offense.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying you can't. You're not going to. My only thing is I still prefer, like, hard-nosed, and maybe it's because I'm old. I don't know.
You should probably just flip to Georgia as your favorite team then.
I'm about to.
I would, except I'm not a bandwagon. I'd feel pathetic.
Why? Nick did it to Alabama.
Yeah.
It could be your second team.
Don't get them real tired this week. And they'll lose.
They lose, Nick's just going to flip his hat.
But it literally says beat Bama.
Yeah.
Also, hey, we do have one more thing we have to talk about before our picks.
Yeah.
And it's the countdown from 301. They're at 276. Iowa has 276 points to score the rest of the year.
Oh, you did the math on it?
And they got to go from, they got to average 25.1 points a game.
I thought it was
and
26 or 20.
And they still have to win.
Yeah,
they still
you're
have to
right.
win 6 more games on top of that as well to hit the 7.
So how many points do they have left to score in 11 games?
276.
Easy.
We're in trouble.
So what is that across?
25.1 points a game.
What is it?
25.1.
No, for the rest, because they got 11 games to score 27.
25.1.
So they got to still score 25.1. Okay, I didn't know if that was for the total year, or if that was
No, Brian,
what's
tell
left.
me the rest of the games that are left. Tell me all of them. What's the average?
That's what he's. Oh, are you being facetious?
25.1.
All right. I didn't know if he was
Like the
doing from the
games that are left to
beginning
play.
or if he was doing total. You jackass.
That's why
Hashtag
he was saying
25.1.
25.1.
I didn't do the math.
They better hope they score like 41 games to average that out.
They started out so hot, 14 points in the first quarter, and then didn't score again until the fourth.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this is easy
Slow
now.
down.
This is easy.
Oh, I really figured something out here.
Yeah, slants. Weird.
All of a sudden, nope.
4 verts. Roll out.
Let's get into picks though, because we can talk about Iowa some more too, because we do have them on the slate.
I'm already
Oh, that
out
sounds
of
like
Iowa
something
talk.
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Iowa.
No.
Oh, then just do a pick real fast.
Absolutely will.
No problem.
Iowa
Do
State.
do picks, or Isaac, do anything, or do we want to say our parlay picks for this week? 'Cause I have mine ready to go.
I did.
Let's just
Where's
do
my
our
note?
game picks and then we'll do parlay picks after.
Yeah.
All right. First, by the way, the first time ever that we have all 4 of our teams to pick.
Well, that's also because we stretched it to like 7 games instead of doing
This
like the 5.
This is 8 games.
8.
Yeah, I was gonna
We
say.
usually, we usually do 6. So we're doing 8. But all of our teams would have been in it anyways, even if we were to do 6. Game number 1, number 12, Utah at Baylor. 11 a.m. ESPN, 7.5 point favorites for Utah. 47.5 is the over-unders. I feel like the unders I feel like the over-unders for week 2 are a lot smaller than week 1's.
Oh, yeah.
Cam Rising is practicing without any limitations, they said this week, so I don't know what that means for them.
Oh, boy.
Baylor.
Doesn't mean good things.
Baylor gave up 400 yards against Texas State, had 9 penalties at home, and Utah held Florida for 1 for 13 on third downs. So I don't know, I just had a little stats there. Let's kind of go around here. We'll start with Brian for this one.
I think Utah's defense is going to be too good. I'm going to take Utah.
That's a good pick.
Isaac, who do you got?
I was told this morning to put everything I own on Utah, so I will definitely be putting everything I own on Utah.
That's a good pick.
I'm also going Utah here.
Great one.
I just think they're going to be too much for Baylor and that new quarterback. Nate, break it down for us.
Yep, Tony.
Yeah, I was going to say, am I not picking?
Oh,
Tony,
sorry,
you got-
Tony. I just...
Chop liver.
Well, I hate to go against the crowd here, but I'm going to go Utah too. So I'm not going to go
All right,
against the crowd.
Nate. All right, Nate.
Solid
Now really bring it down.
Oh, okay. Shapen's out.
Okay.
Troy Robertson's in. Not cool. Shapen was actually the best, or second best in the QBR rating. So he was actually having a really good game, and then he got hurt 3 to 4 weeks. Utah gets the extra rest. That's awesome. Let's see. O-line needs to show up. Did not show up. The only positive I have for Baylor is it's going to be 104 degrees. So I don't know if that's going to work out, but I'm going to go Utah big.
Ooh. What's big?
Oh, man. How many points did Texas State put on us?
42.
42-31.
Yeah, that's a lot of points. They're going to beat them by like 24 points.
Whoa.
Wow.
I kind of
Second
want to change
best.
my pick now. I feel
Wow,
bad for
that's
Baylor.
I know, me too.
You know what? They got 7 home games left, fellas.
They're
Hey.
in trouble.
Hey, we got Long Island, the Sharks, next week, okay?
It should be a good tune-up game before Texas comes in.
It might be a trap game, honestly.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Texas is going to beat Baylor, and Baylor's going to lose to Long
picking
Island.
that for the parlay next week.
Oh, man.
Man.
Long Island plus 13 and a half.
Oh, God.
It's probably
No,
gonna be
no way.
21. Gonna make us some money.
Probably.
I don't know. This game could be closer than we think. But I don't know.
We
Nate
hope
says
so.
24 point win for Utah. It's pretty bold, Nate.
I hope just to, like, shit on Baylor here, so then they come out with a 5.
Reverse jinx. Love
No.
it.
Oh, so you think they're gonna see this?
Oh, by the way,
No,
before
no,
we
no,
go
they're gonna be
further,
beat by 24.
the 2 hot takes last week. Nick said TCU's gonna win by 21, and Nate said LSU by a landslide. So
You know what sucks? I was on Colorado covering that 20 all summer, all year long, and then once the time came to it, I was like,
You just got upset.
Dion says you ain't a believer.
So of the hot takes so far, San Jose State scores 17. Did that actually hit?
yes,
Okay.
They scored
So,
more.
yeah, more.
San Diego State by 14 points by Nate. Wrong. Nick, wrong with the TCU. And Nate, wrong with the LSU.
Sweet.
Yeah. So we're doing well.
Off to a hot start.
Sounds like we're the only ones doing hot takes.
I'm bold enough, I guess.
Game number 2, another 11 a.m. game. Number 10, Notre Dame at North Carolina State. Kind of surprised by the line for this. It was only 7.5. For Notre Dame. 51 of the over-unders here.
I absolutely love that.
We can start with Isaac here.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, Nate.
Yeah, Notre Dame. I'm surprised the spread's not more. I think they're going to win big.
Tony.
Notre Dame, easy.
Brian.
I think a couple podcasts ago I said that I could see North Carolina State beating Notre Dame. So I don't think they're going to beat them, but I will take the 7.5 and say North Carolina State.
Nice.
Good. I mean, someone knows something, right? Like, I would not think that this would be a 7.5 spread kind of game.
They didn't know anything in the Texas State game. Just to put that out there.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, because Sam Hartman, I mean, he's been looking real good. North Carolina State, they didn't look that great against UConn. I mean, they gave up 8.1 yards per catch, 6.2 yards per rush.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I need to know why the total's so low.
Yeah, I wonder what the weather is in Raleigh.
It says 80 degrees and partly cloudy is what the.
Sounds
like a perfect night.
Doesn't sound like it should be. Well, perfect morning. It's 11 a.m. kick.
Exactly.
80 degrees at 11. Well, I guess it's noon technically.
It's in the Carolinas. It's going to be muggier than hell.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
All right. Game number 3, number 20, Ole Miss at number 24, Tulane, both 1-0. Ole Miss, another 7.5 point favorite, third one in a row. 65 for the overs, 230 ESPN. I don't know. Ole Miss put up 73 last week. What's up?
I think we
You
know
see
how this
Raleigh,
game
North
goes.
Carolina. This weekend, it's like 87 degrees with 60% chance of rain.
I just read it off the AccuWeather on the ESPN.
Ooh.
Yeah, Raleigh, North Carolina. 60% thunderstorms, 87 degrees.
Huh.
Oh, Notre Dame's never played rain before, so that's probably why the line's so close.
Yeah, Sam Hartman's never played in NC State before, apparently.
Yeah,
16 years
crazy.
of college.
It's a crazy line. 2021 was the last matchup for Ole Miss and Tulane, and Ole Miss won 61-21. They've won the last 10. Jackson Dart and Spencer Sanders both played. They both combined for over 400 yards and 6 touchdowns. Let's see, who do I need to start with? Nate.
I got Ole Miss big here. They have better coaching and better athletes. So I'm going to go with Ole Miss points.
So big means 24.
Big for this game.
Better coaching.
We'll do 13. I'm a Lane Kiffin fan, so.
It is at Tulane, so I mean, probably a nice crowd there. I'll go. I got Ole Miss too, covering that 7.5. I don't know why. Just do. Brian, let's go, Tony.
I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna go Tulane. Covering.
You kind of have to. That's your team.
Well, yeah,
It's all of our teams.
Brian, who do you got?
I got Ole Miss. I think I watch the overs in this game, though. I think there's a really good chance that it hits.
What is it, 65? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Tulane scored 37 last week, and Ole Miss scored 73. So.
That would hit over.
Tulane handled South Alabama, and that was only a 6.5 point spread, and it wasn't even close to the whole game.
Which was crazy because I took Tulane 6.5. I was like, why is that so low?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So
South Alabama was pretty good last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tulane was, I mean, significantly better. I don't know.
Yeah.
They thought
Tony,
was still playing.
sorry, Isaac, who do you got?
As someone who's already seen this simulation play out in real time on PlayStation, I'm not taking Ole Miss, or I'm not taking Tulane to win, but I will take them to cover the 7.5.
What a fun night!
That was
I can't lose again.
$5, yeah. You put $5 on this one, Isaac?
No, I can't lose again.
Come on, double or nothing. All right, game number 4, number 23, Texas A&M at Miami. 4.5 point favorites for Texas A&M on the road. 51 is the overs. this is one of those games that we said that was big for both teams. Texas A&M score. Texas A&M won last year, 17-9. It's kind of an ugly game. Isaac, who do you like here?
Wow, this is another low total for me. I really like the overs. Both teams scored a lot of points last week. Did you say Texas A&M was the favorite at 4.5?
Yeah, 4.5.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take Texas A&M. Still don't think Miami's quite there yet.
Yeah, Miami held Miami to 215 yards last
That
game.
was weird.
Yeah, I know, right? A&M held New Mexico to 222 yards. So both defenses played pretty decent. So
Maybe they
Brian,
are there, but not for Texas A&M. Sorry.
I'm gonna go with Miami. Take the 4 points, 4.5.
I'll go next. Yeah, I got Miami too. I got Miami 4.5 or taking the points. I don't know. Something just tells me that they'll probably win this game outright. Nate.
Whoa.
Something's telling me that Texas A&M will win this outright and cover.
Is that something negative?
Winning outright would not help them.
Tony.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Texas A&M as well.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. We can move past this game a little quicker. This one's Iowa and Iowa State. Iowa's not ranked anymore, so which is crazy. They got knocked out of the top 25.
They got pushed out.
They won. They got knocked out. Yeah, that's crazy. Iowa's a 4-point favorite. 36.5 are the over-unders for this game, which is crazy because, I mean, that's just nuts. Iowa State won this weekend 30-9. Iowa State won last year's 10-7. So I have no idea where to go with this game. Like we talked about earlier, Iowa scored 14 points in the first quarter, didn't scored 10 points the rest of the game.
What we
Iowa
said is
State,
yes, sorry, go ahead. I'll do it.
Iowa State, they're down like 5 or 6 starters from the gambling thing, so they can hardly field the team. Nate, who do you got?
I like Iowa. I think I'm going to take Iowa State here. The points. I thought they looked pretty decent, and I thought Iowa blew their load too early. Scored that.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Isaac.
Iowa State points.
Man, this is tough. I think 36.5 is honestly too low, even though last year was 10-7. But I think I'm gonna take Iowa, as much as it pains me to say.
Tony.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Iowa too. They gotta score 25.1 points.
I'm with Nate. I think Iowa State's going to win this game. But Brian, did I ask Brian?
No, but I'm going to take Iowa.
Yeah, I wrote down your name.
Good pick.
It was Tony's pick, but I wrote down Brian. So I wrote down Tony.
Embarrassing.
Weird. Yeah. Speaking of Brian, number 13 Oregon at Texas Tech. 6.5 point favorites for Oregon. 67 is the over/unders.
What time is this game?
Won,
right there. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Oregon won 81-7. And, of course, we know Texas Tech lost to Wyoming 35-33 in double overtime. We'll go with Brian last here. I'll go first. I got Oregon winning this game. I just think they're scared. I know. I don't know how much to say about this game. I hate Texas Tech. So. Isaac.
Well, if Nate's prediction of Baylor losing to Utah holds up, I can still afford for Texas Tech to lose this game. Do I think they'll lose this game? Probably yes. Do I think they cover? No, I don't. So I'm going to take Oregon as well.
I love how you prefaced all of that.
Tony.
I honestly feel like I get that all they did was play Portland State, but the fact that this spread's still only 6.5, I feel is absolutely disrespectful to Oregon. Like Texas Tech just lost to Wyoming. Oregon puts up like a bajillion yards in the first half, and it's 6.5-point spread. So I'm going to take Oregon. And here's my hot
The
take:
spread should be like
by a billion.
By a bill.
No,
Jeez.
not a billion, but
Can
the
you
spread
by
should be
like
like 16 and a half.
He's never going to cover that.
by 21.
Did you say 60?
I said 21.
No.
Oh.
Nick said the game should be 60 and a half should be the spread.
No, 16 and a half.
Wow.
Oh.
60 and a half.
No.
I will take that all day.
Yes.
I might move the line to 16 and a half. and
What are
take
the
Oregon.
overs?
200.
Whatever. Nate, who you got?
200. That doesn't even make sense. Fun fact: Portland State plays Wyoming this week.
I saw that.
No way.
Yeah, but I mean,
Wyoming's gonna be 2-0 heading into Austin.
yeah, it's gonna be. No, it's a trap game.
They might be ranked. They're already getting votes this week.
Yeah, that might be game day.
Take a ranked win.
I think I said in the off season too a bunch of times. Texas Tech is not good. I don't know why anybody would rank them. I think I said Oregon wins by like 25 or something. I think that's what I said. I'm going to stand by that. They'll probably be leading by 25 at halftime. So
Oh my
Oregon.
God. That's some hot takes in there.
I gave Brian
Nate
the
has
kiss of death.
Nate has. Oh god, yeah, he did. Nate was the kiss of death last year.
Just to Nebraska. Maybe it's Oregon this year.
Yeah, maybe. Brian, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take Oregon, obviously, but I mean, really not much to say coming out of Oregon's game. I think Texas Tech, if they played like they did in the first quarter, I mean, they could literally make it really competitive all the way down. But I just don't know if they have the talent to do that for 4 quarters straight. But
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I can see this game being either Oregon just blowing them out or being a fairly close game.
Over under 67. Over.
I'll go over.
I mean, Texas Tech just stopped scoring in that game. I don't know.
Yeah, but Oregon just
yeah,
kept
the
scoring.
crazy part behind that is Tyler Shuck had a pretty good game. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Like, I don't understand what happened. Makes no sense.
You know what else is crazy though is Texas Tech outgained them in almost every category, and they forced 3 Wyoming turnovers and still lost that game.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw the pick, but it was actually not a bad throw. It was a really good pick by Wyoming on Tyler Shuck's pass. So I just don't know how, like, on paper, how they lost that game, to be honest with you. So
No,
Well,
I mean, if you look at the box score, yeah, like they shouldn't have lost that game.
They couldn't run the ball.
yeah, seeing like Oregon,
Yes.
like the part that worries me is not the scoring, but the pass defense. And Portland State only had 57 yards passing, so didn't learn anything about how good their defense is.
They also had 7 penalties and time of possession 34 minutes for Wyoming. So
Yeah, I mean,
kind of
that's
just
a good
had
race
off the
for
ball
you guys.
probably.
67 though, Tony. I'd probably take the overs in that game. I think Oregon can score a lot. I don't think Texas Tech's defense is very good. I mean, Oregon will probably end up scoring like 45 alone. So I mean, you just got.
Yeah, I could see it being like a 51-31 game or something like that.
That would do it. That would
Yeah.
do it for us. Man, Cardinals will beat the Braves, Nate.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyways, game number, what is this? Game number 7? Number 11, Texas at number 3, Alabama. Another 7.5-point game. This is ridiculous. 54.5 for the overs. 6 o'clock, ESPN, College Game Day. Alabama won last year by 1 point, 2019, game-winning field goal. Jalen Milroe looked pretty freaking good. SEC Player of the Week. Yeah, so we'll start with Nate.
Oh man. There's a part of me that wants to just now pick Texas because of the kiss of death for your team. But I think I'm going to pick the team that looked better. I'm going to pick Bama because it's at home too. So I'll pick Bama points here.
Brian.
Yeah, I think Milrow did what he should have done against the lesser competition. So I don't know. We'll see how good he can throw against when he plays 4 and 5 star athletes. But I do think that Alabama is going to win probably by 2 touchdowns. So I'll take Alabama.
Yeah, it's crazy. Alabama. I mean, they're trying to get back into their old style of running the ball more. They have over 200 yards rushing, and all 3 quarterbacks played, and all 3 ran for a touchdown, which is kind of crazy. But let's go, Tony.
I'm going to take Texas. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be one of those a field goal wins it kind of game. Whether or not that's Texas or Alabama, that's not what I'm picking. I'm just saying that we're going to cover the 3.
You need that, though. You're national champion, Anthony.
Yeah, I was going to say, reminder, that is your national champ.
He does.
Hey,
necessarily.
they can win the one and still make it.
Yeah, he does.
No problem.
That. Isaac.
Oh man, this is so tough. I wholeheartedly before Tony picked, I was about to pick Texas, but I've been lock agreement with Tony 3 times now. If I pick Texas, so it's kind of hard to. You know what? Screw it. We're taking Texas, Tony.
Let's go.
Let's go Horns.
Hey, Isaac, just so you know, Tony's record is 1-9 this year.
No, it's not.
That's why I'm a little
He's
worried.
1-9.
No, I'm not.
That's why I'm a little worried.
Yeah,
you are.
You're 1-9.
Oh, am I really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm starting out great. Don't call it a comeback. Been here for years.
Tony's picks.
I mean, I got to get some right if I picked
Yeah,
half of what your guys' picks were.
Start fading, Tony.
You guys are all screwed because I literally picked the same picks as almost all of you except for Tulane this week.
Did you?
Yep, that's true. I took Tulane too, though, so.
Yep. Isaac's going down this week.
Or we're going up, Tony.
I got to.
Tony, you and me only agree on 3 games. 4.
That's
4.
more than half.
Yeah, so it is half.
Well, no, we're only at 7. We haven't picked 8 yet.
Depending on this one.
Yeah.
So we got Nick hasn't given his pick yet.
No, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this game. Texas defense held Rice to only 176 yards, forced 3 turnovers. They played I think they had 30 different people play on defense just because of the heat and stuff. They want to rotate. They held a lot back too. They didn't show a lot of stuff for Alabama. With that said, I'm actually picking Alabama to win. So.
Whoa! By 25 points. Wow.
Brian's the
win
only
that
one that's
game.
picked his team so far.
I don't think Texas will. I think it could be a close game where Texas could just get ran out of the building. Alabama's pretty good, so.
Sounds like you guys would rather lose your picks than you would rather pick your own teams. You want your teams to win it if you lose your picks.
I mean,
No, I just don't think that Texas will beat Alabama.
Yeah, because Texas could still lose, and Nick could lose the pick. I mean, if Alabama wins by 3, he loses both sides.
And my team literally lost to Texas State, so why would they beat Utah?
Isaac, I would love for Texas to win, but why risk that and lose my
Because
pick?
you believe in your team.
I can't wait to see Isaac's pick for Colorado. I think
You
I
already
can
know what it's going to be.
He's already said it, 30 plus.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't go back on that.
Yeah, 30 plus.
I didn't say I
but-
would pick them that. I said if they did.
I'm gonna take Alabama.
You said win.
Last game.
No, I did not.
Last game, Nebraska at the newly ranked number 22 Colorado. 11 a.m. Fox. Big noon kickoff.
Oh,
3.5.
again? Oh.
Yeah. 3.5 for Colorado. 59.5 over and unders. We've already kind of picked this a little bit. Me, Nate, and Brian will go first. I'm picking Colorado. Brandon, Nate.
Just in my notes here, it says Jeff Sims not good. Like I said in the offseason. I got Colorado covering.
One of our quarterbacks is still healthy, Nate. So who's really winning?
Yeah, that guy's like cross-eyed. All right, go ahead.
Brian,
I almost sent you guys a picture. They had the Jeff Sims meal at Amigos, right? And
Yeah.
I almost sent you a picture on Thursday saying, "Look, a mediocre meal for a mediocre quarterback." Should have.
Wow.
I did.
What is the meal? What is the meal?
Like a
Mediocre.
crisp meat and a taco. Crisp meat burrito and a taco or something like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably a drink and tots.
Yeah,
It's a
like a
meal.
small tot and a small drink.
That's an okay order, I guess. Brian, who do you
Yeah,
get?
it's pretty mediocre.
Chris
Sounds like a number
Meats,
3, but
amazing.
yeah.
I'm gonna take Colorado, and then when I bet this game, I'm probably gonna add some extra points to it because I think Colorado's gonna win by 6 and probably 7 to 10 points.
Yeah, I'm moving the line on this one as well.
Me too.
All right, Tony and Isaac.
Break it
I'll
down.
go first.
Okay.
So I was the only one that believed Colorado could win last week. Took their spread.
There we go.
But you know, at 10 a.m. kick, I'm gonna be around the stadium. The juices are gonna be flowing. Nope, 10 a.m. kick in Mountain
Oh,
Time.
10 a.m. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
The juices will be flowing.
Juices or beer?
I'll be there at 7 a.m.
Are you going to the game?
I'll slash Colorado fans' tires. I don't care.
Are you going to the game?
Probably not, but I'll be in Boulder.
We need a
So-
halftime update from you.
Send some
I
send
mean,
some pictures to us so I can post it to our page.
I mean, if I get a ticket that floats my way for less than $20, I'll probably
You're
head up
not-
into that
Not
stadium.
anymore.
You probably get one of those in the third quarter.
When Nebraska's up 30.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to take Nebraska to cover. I mean, it's going to be a completely different offense or defense than what Colorado saw last week. Nebraska's obviously going to just run the clock, run the ball, run the clock. Nebraska will cover. Nebraska will win. You heard it here first. You don't have to hear anybody else say it because it's true. Tony, go ahead. You know what to say.
I do know what to say. Here's and I kind of said it. I don't know. Maybe did I say it at the beginning of this podcast? I don't know. I never know when I say it. I do think I just talk too dang much. So who knows who I told? But I do think, obviously Colorado now knows that, we have a running quarterback, we can run the ball. We're going to try to run the ball. So they're going to try and stop that. Can they stop it? Are they going to be able to stop a team that can potentially be extremely run heavy?
Hell no.
And stop a running quarterback?
Hell no.
I mean, they didn't even stop Morris. I mean, Morris was able to break big runs, and he's not a running quarterback. He's not 6'4", 225.
Bingo.
Huh?
I think he's like your size.
Perfect. Yeah,
Chandler Morris.
And our defense was extremely stingy last week. I mean, I think we were just talking about 2 games ago we were talking about the teams that gave up like 200 yards, whatever. Nebraska gave up 234 yards, 244 yards, something like that. So, our defense definitely played stingy.
Tell him.
That being said, I don't know if we can win this game.
Whoa.
I don't know. I would love to be wrong, but I think that 3 points is a push. We are notorious for those one-score losses. I think it's going to be a really close game because, like you said, we're going to control the clock. And I think it's going to be one of those things where whose skill players show up at the right time.
Nebraska's.
And it's not going to be. I don't think it matters that. Yes, I think obviously it's going to have an impact that Shadur is a better quarterback. But
Don't matter.
I don't think it's going to rely solely on quarterback play.
Today.
But I'm going to take
Switch
Colorado.
that pick, Tony. No, you're not. Come on, switch it back.
I can't.
Ride with me.
I can't.
Ride with me.
You don't
All right.
want to. I'm the kiss of death.
No,
I'm
I'm
against
cool
the
about
wall.
switching my pick. Actually, I haven't
I'm
decided yet.
against the wall.
Isaac, what are you
I'll be
doing
back
at a
up.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah,
You
dude.
know, you know you're not supposed to be there.
Jay chilling in the ball pit, bro.
Yeah.
Weird, where are the
So
kids?
you guys are gonna drive up the price. You want to drive up the price on the line, but I'm waiting for the line to drive up also so that I can get a bigger money line bet because I'm taking Nebraska to win.
Well,
Nebraska
I
will win the
think-
game. I will come back to Nebraska next week and I'll be like, you were all wrong once again.
I think the money line, yeah, it's actually gone up more because it was 2.5
What do you mean?
earlier.
What do you mean once again?
You guys, well, you couldn't pick Colorado last week, but
And you could have picked something. Or
complete
dude,
opposites. I'm not going through all the picks.
Also, like, I'm being careful because Dion's keeping his receipts. So, and
He can
I don't
keep
want
his
any
receipt, I
receipts
don't
on
care.
this podcast, okay?
He can ask me if I believe or not. I don't.
can you imagine him and Tony just talking and then nobody else can get a word in?
I know.
To be fair, like, as annoying as I find all of the stuff, like, I have always been an extremely big fan of Deion Sanders as a player.
Yes.
As a player. Even him going to Jackson State, like, I don't care. Like I don't know why we're giving this single coach who's not doing anything remarkable. There's other coaches that have come up from smaller programs than him.
He's doing
That-
one
I
thing
think
that
the remark. I mean, he absolutely flipped the roster.
Yeah, so that's interesting, but we've only seen it one game. Tell me at the end of the year, right?
And-
That's the
and-
annoying thing.
and to
Tony, I'm just saying, you picked Colorado win, so it's going to be 2-0.
No,
and
no, no.
everybody in everybody else's defense, nobody else could flip a roster because until like 2 or 3 years ago, you had to wait a year. So I mean, like,
Correct.
he's
It-
doing it because
Because he can.
been able to
Like,
do it.
he can do it. Like,
And
he's,
second, he does do something really good, and that's market himself.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's
He does that
fine.
better than anybody else.
However, I'm tired of seeing his face every time I turn on a TV. I
Take the
deleted
scores, Tony.
literally
Switch your pick.
social
You know
media
better.
so I didn't have to see his face anymore.
We would like
Like-
to bring in our guest, Deion Sanders.
But honestly, if I met him, I would be totally geeked out because
Tony, you
as
don't believe?
You
I'd be
don't
like,
believe
Deion,
it?
do more.
Hey, you know when I knew Colorado was going to win that game? Isaac, you know when I knew Colorado was going to win that game?
I got a
When
question.
I
Do you
picked
think the
them?
chain that Dion wears during the game is fake?
I'll
Because it looks
talk to
fake.
you later. Yeah.
By the
When
way,
did you when Brian?
So every week before football game, I buy a pack of cards, and I opened up this pack of cards, and it was a Deion Sanders rookie card inside this
You
pack
should
of
have
cards
picked him.
right before the game.
No, the game
Should've
was going
picked
on,
him.
I think. You came during the game.
Correct. Still, sign.
I got there before
Cool.
kickoff.
You bought it before kickoff, but you didn't open it until they were playing.
but anyways, yeah.
Still cool. I need to get a
So
pack.
we'll see.
for that.
I'm glad I'm not going to this game. I think no matter if we win or lose, Colorado fans are going to be absolutely intolerable. Like,
Well, here's
bro,
the
they
thing.
celebrated like they won the national title in the streets of Boulder.
They
Dude,
did.
you had one terrible season. Bro,
So here's what's gonna happen. So if they lose, or so if they win, they're gonna be like, oh, see, everyone should have believed, right? We're 2-0, everyone should believe. And if they lose, they're all gonna be like, well, what'd you expect? We have a whole brand new roster.
I don't want to hear about it.
You know, that's what they're gonna do.
Like I said,
gonna go there?
I got 2 more weeks after this week of no social media, and then I'll go back.
We're gonna go for our picks or for our parlay.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
do just do. I have my big dog ready.
Oh, I thought we
Oh,
were
big
waiting till
dog or
Friday.
parlay?
Oh, I thought we weren't gonna do our big dog yet. I thought we were gonna do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys my big dog now, so that's get taken.
Well, I'm not
Okay,
going to
I'll,
give you
I'll
mine
do
until
both as well.
Friday.
I'll do both as well.
I've got
I got
both.
Troy. I got
gotta
Troy
look.
over K State.
Oh my!
For your big
I
dog.
don't like that at all.
That's an
I got
awful
Troy
pick.
over K State.
That's an
Why?
awful pick.
All right,
That was
you want
actually
my
on
big,
mine.
you want my big dog?
Yeah. Troy was ranked 19th last year.
Kansas State's better than last year.
They're 16 and a half point favorites.
Nick,
Let me
you want my
look.
big dog? I got it.
Big dog. Yeah, I got. Hold on, so Nick for that one. All right, Brian.
San Diego State over UCLA.
Oof.
Oh,
Another UCLA game. Nate.
It's at home. San Diego State at home.
Oh no, wait, sorry, go Tony. Nate wasn't ready.
Oh, I got I'm gonna take Arizona over Mississippi State.
is that 13.5?
That's not 13.5, Anthony.
I thought it was. Oh no, never mind. That's my parlay pick. I got Jacksonville State over Coastal Carolina.
Don't think that was your parlay pick. That's crazy.
No, that's my parlay pick.
You're gonna blow up from 10.
I don't think that's that terrible of a pick.
Arizona. We need them to win one game, Brian. They're on our freaking.
I'm gonna go back to the well once again. I'm taking App State over North Carolina.
Ooh.
Is this our big dog?
Yeah, this is big dog.
Yeah.
Nate, who do you got?
It's slim pickings out here now.
Nate, I got a good one for you. This is my
Or-
Me too.
Nate, if you want to, you can double up on one of ours. So let's put $2.
I was looking at the Western Michigan.
Okay, I'll change my big dog.
There's a brand new ACC team playing a SEC team that I think is a decent one.
I also very much like Jacksonville State over Coastal Carolina.
That's the one I picked for my big dog.
Yeah, that's what you picked.
Oh, I didn't hear.
SMU Oklahoma looks like a good one too.
Oof.
You don't think so?
No,
Is that 13.5?
it's like
More than
16.
Oh, is it really?
All right, we're riding with this one. Josh Pate did it too.
Okay.
What?
Charlotte over Maryland.
Oof, that's a good pick actually. I don't like that.
I don't hate that at all.
That's 24.5,
Yay.
isn't it?
So it's three-
I don't know about that at all.
So to recap, Troy over K-State, South Dakota State over UCLA, Jacksonville
South
State
Dakota State? You didn't mean that on purpose,
or
right?
Jacksonville
San Diego State.
Yeah.
Jacksonville State over Coastal, Appalachian State over North Carolina, Charlotte over Maryland. Good.
I'm
This
putting-
is 24.5.
Dude, these are some wild picks.
I'm putting all that in a
parlay.
parlay right now.
Tell us what it is.
Okay, so for our normal parlay, I'm taking Oklahoma State over Arizona State.
Does our normal parlay can be anything like?
Yeah,
first
it
half, like
cover money line.
Actually, sorry, I'm taking Oklahoma State minus 3.5 over Arizona
Okay.
State.
Okay, just let me write this down.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, just to let you guys know, just for our big bets, as long as we don't forget any teams this time,
Yeah,
Our
no, that's my bad.
our $5 bet will pay $87,000.
Beautiful.
Tony laughs like there's no shot.
There is no chance of that. If that happens, Vegas is going to be a fun guy's trip.
Hey,
It's
Brian,
gonna be
Brian.
a great guy's trip.
Brian, what happens if we take all of the spreads for that game? For all
It's,
those
it's
spreads?
all going to be the same. It's going to be like $126
Yeah, it'd be like 5 to win.
because they're all minus 110.
25 or something like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody else got their parlay pick?
Oh, I got mine ready.
Yeah, what's up? What is it?
Hear it.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
I got Auburn minus 6.5.
Who they play?
Oh,
Who are
sweet. He just likes Auburn 6.5 against anyone.
Yeah, it's like something.
I don't remember who they're playing.
I'm going with Kansas City money line over the Lions.
Thanks. They play Cal.
Yeah.
Okay. Nate, Isaac, and Tony.
I'm taking the overs in. Let's see, I got 3 games here. Which one should I pick? I'm thinking overs in NC State Notre Dame.
Okay.
Well, we'll know by about noon if we hit in this parlay or not.
Oh, we'll know Friday. We'll know Friday.
Oh,
Why?
no. Don't waste it
Oh,
with
no.
Kansas.
I'm going Illinois at Kansas. Kansas minus 1.5 at halftime.
Oh, my God.
Kansas, what? Minus 1.5 at half?
Are we going to have that bet in on time?
6:30 p.m.
No, we won't. We won't have it
Why?
on time, probably, Nate.
Why Friday? you're coming over 4 o'clock. You get off work, swing by my place. You can get,
I go home and I'll go home and shower and I go.
It starts at 6:35.
6:30.
Dang.
It
Why would
says
it- why would it
6:35.
It does.
Yeah.
On Warhorse, it's 6:30. So do I have to switch my pick? You just don't like.
It says 6:35 on season.
I see 6:30 on Bleacher Report.
Well, Caesars is the betting app.
Yeah.
This is the betting app. It says 6:30. Huh. Check other times.
Just
Maybe
check. Why don't you check their website?
But I mean, not like 5 minutes is gonna make a difference, you guys. But
All right, I guess I'll
Good.
switch it.
Isaac, what's your overs? Like, what is
51.
it? How many?
It's 51.
Wait, who took the Oklahoma State game? God, we're gonna have to wait. If we're cleaning up, we're gonna have to wait again until 9:30. Well, like
I don't
1
think
o'clock in the
anyone
morning.
gets Oklahoma State.
I thought somebody
good.
took Oklahoma
I-
State. Oh, Arizona State.
I
Oh,
took
nice.
Oklahoma State minus 3.5 against Arizona
That's a
State.
good one. I like it.
It's a very good one.
And somebody took Auburn Cal, right?
yeah, that was me.
Jesus, both those are 9:30 Saturday night games.
I will go.
Dude, I
With
watch
that-
football all night, man. Don't matter.
Are we? Can we not do mine then?
We should have all took like really late games.
No, we
All
can't
right,
do
Nate-
yours, Nate.
Nate-
Just pick a different one.
Isaac, what was yours?
It was NC State Notre Dame
Overs.
over 51.
Can we do Colorado first half -1.5?
You want to do what?
Just like Kansas for
Colorado?
Colorado.
You're gonna regret that.
So you want Colorado what at halftime?
First half -1.5. It says.
Yep.
He says.
Ooh, Alabama's -4.5 at half versus Texas.
That's I don't have you take that one.
You want me to take that? Oof.
No, I don't. I really don't care what you do.
Tony, what's yours?
So
Kansas first half.
Where did my game go? Where did it go? Do I still want this? Do I
So-
want this game?
so Nate did
Colorado.
Oh, I do
one
not
minus
want that
1.5
game.
First half. Spread.
You like that?
Let's do.
So you're taking these wild ones. There's so many overs that we should put in play this weekend. Uh-oh. No way she gets that.
Are you
Let's do. Dude, do we want the overs on the Texas A&M Miami game at 51?
I like it.
Let's do it.
I don't think that's a bad one, Anthony.
Yeah, let's do that
do
one.
it. All right.
Nice. Good
Which
pick,
one?
Tony.
which one for Tony?
A&M Miami, 51.
Overs.
Yeah, overs.
I have to make sure it's 51 for both of those. I think.
It pays one. This parlay pays $124 and $5.
Take it.
I'll take it. I'd like the 87,000 to hit.
That would be much better.
Yeah, if I had one to pick, it'd probably be that one.
Too bad there's no freaking good college games in Vegas this year, like regular season.
I was gonna say Pac-12 championship.
He said what he said.
I said like regular season.
I know. The Chiefs play there.
All right, we done?
I don't want to go there for a
Is
Chiefs
that
game.
it?
I think that's it.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Don't forget to check us out. Click the links. Go to all the websites. We'd appreciate it.